you! You're interested in the supernatural, right? Lucky for you, I just finished editing my stream. It's all the proof you need. But before you watch it, I gotta ask you a question. Do you believe in ghosts? Haha! I think you're in for a surprise. This video is gonna prove that the Xianzhou is full of supernatural phenomena. Enough chit-chat. Look, this is the weird stuff that happened yesterday when I was streaming in Fixtral Garden.
What's up, guys? Little Gui here. We've come to the scariest, most haunted place in the Luofu, Fixtral Garden. Don't forget to like, follow, and share, or else I'm gonna check it out. They say there's been paranormal activity. You're such a scaredy cat. You said you'd protect me. How do I stab something in the middle body? I think I just saw something moving.
And a group of flames suddenly grew super big, and then they floated right out to us, and they were like, ah! And Sushang was like, eek! And then she fell over.
Miss Sushang, can you get up? Aren't you getting cold?
Ugh. Me and my bestie got kicked out of the garden straight after. But did you see the key moment? It's called editing. I edited it. That way I can show what happened before and after. Anyway, the key moment was... It wasn't the Realm Keeping Commission or the Cloud Knights that came to deal with it. It was the judges from the Ten Lords Commission. That's what I'm saying! At first, Sushang didn't believe that Fixtral Garden was haunted. But after the judges showed up... In other words, something big must have happened in Fixtral Garden for them to show up. Exactly! Now, do you believe that my content isn't clickbait? Actually, do you have some free time? Do you want to explore Fixtral Garden together? Just the two of us? I guarantee you we're gonna reveal the truth this time. High risk, high reward, high view count. As we grow up, our curiosity for the unknown gradually fades. I'm not gonna let myself become a boring grown-up. Why are the ghosts haunting the garden? A lingering grudge, perhaps? Or maybe they're an omen of some impending disaster. Aren't you curious? Don't be scared. When the time comes, just hide behind me.
I don't believe
Need your
in
extractor
ghosts.
cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look, no.
It's so dark in here. It feels like we're being watched. Did anyone ever tell you the scary stories about Fixtral Garden? Sure, I guess now's not really a good time for stories. Don't worry, I can sum it up in a single sentence. Fixtral Garden used to be a garden delve, but people started coming here to mourn fallen Foxian fighters at the Foxian tomb, and rumors spread that the garden was haunted. I know it's easy to cast doubt, but the Ten Lords Commission actually showed up this time. Speaking of which, we have to avoid running into the judges. If we get kicked out, it'll all be for nothing. Anyway, that's the background. Let's keep moving, and watch your step. Wait! Stop! There are 10 Lords Commission Spiritfarers on patrol. Let's go the other way. We'll head to the Foxian tomb first, then cut through the Locufox forest. Whoa! This place feels pure evil. I wonder if this thumbnail would be approved. Shh! Follow me. Keep quiet and tread lightly. Hey, it looks like there's someone up ahead. Let's go around. What's up, guys? Hear me out.
State your name and your business. Arrest them immediately. Suspicious individuals in a restricted area are detained first and interrogated later. No exceptions.
Restricted area? Since when were you in charge of Fixtral Garden?
unworthy.
You impede me. Fight is set.
It came together.
Blade of moonlight.
A blade knows no mercy.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Bad luck.
Suppress.
Fail to stand you. Savor it for me.
Wheel of Karma. By the Ten Lords.
Ready for another?
Unscathed. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Together as one.
At ease, Wraith Warden. These two are not your enemies.
Understood, Your Honor.
Look how pale she is. And it seems like her eyes aren't even focusing.
Is she a ghost?
As a member of the Ten Lords Commission, you may as well consider me a member of the dead. I am a judge, alias Hanya, responsible for the 4 duties of detention, incarceration, interrogation, and punishment. Therefore, I know a thing or two about you. Guinaifen, an outworlder unemployed. You entered Fixtral Garden with Sushang, a cloud knight, the day before yesterday. Unemployed? I'm a street performer and a streamer who reports on current events. A streamer. It's a legit operation. As for this one here...
You are a passenger on the Astral Express and a guest of the seat of Divine Foresight. You assisted the Cloud Knights in resolving the Ambrosial Arbor calamity and are a friend of the Alliance.
She's the Nameless? From the train?
Tell me, Guinaifen, why did you return here? No reason. I haven't posted anything for ages, so I wanted to film some ghosts for my videos.
We have already told you there are no ghosts on the Xianzhou. It is a ridiculous superstition. As a resident of the Xianzhou, you should refrain from believing or spreading rumors.
But I saw them! They had ghostly flames coming out of their body, and they were cackling! And Sushang saw them too!
Miss Guinaifen, it's hard to explain, but those things aren't ghosts. Please don't bring legends from your homeworld onto the Xianzhou. The roaming entities you saw are extremely dangerous energy parasites. We call them Heliobi.
Really? I don't believe it. Heliobi? What's that? Oh, I get it. Heliobi is just another word for ghost on the Xianzhou, right? That's gotta be it.
Maybe we should let Mr. Tail out for a bit. Mr. Tail.
I heard you. Unbelievable. What am I, her pet?
Mr. Tail?
I'm a heliobus. We're not ghosts. Got it? Now scram!
What a strange girl. Here to film ghosts, yet terrified when she lays eyes on one.
Deep breaths, little Gray. Deep breaths. Can I have a small chat with this Mr. Tail?
I said scram! I have no time to talk nonsense with you. I told you I'm not a ghost! If I have to repeat myself again, I'll be eating every one of you!
Please don't be afraid. He's only kidding. Mr. Tail is a vegetarian.
Your Honor, if I may ask, what exactly is this fire thing? How can we prevent it from hurting people? And why is a judge carrying one around with her?
I believe we're done here. We have important matters to attend to. Hua, please see them off.
Yes, ma'am. Sister, don't be angry. Most of your time is spent in the field. You're not accustomed to dealing with others. Leave this to me. If I explain the reasoning, they will leave. As things stand, the situation in Fixstrol Garden is sure to keep drawing attention. If we forcibly dismiss these two today, their curiosity will remain. Who knows what might happen if they decide to come back. They might not be lucky enough to run into us next time. As I said, sister, I will handle this. I assume the two of you heard about the damage done to the Artisanship Commission's creation furnace? The Heliobi sealed within escaped, and have been haunting this place. The Ten Lords Commission has orders to capture them. I am strongly advising you to leave, for your own safety. If you have any questions, raise them now. I will do my best to satisfy your curiosity. But I hope you will keep any information you hear in strict confidence, and then leave Fixstrol Garden, never to return.
That's very reasonable, Your Honor. Thank you. I promise we'll leave after asking our questions.
As a clerk at the Hall of Karma, my knowledge on these matters is somewhat limited, but I will try my best to satisfy your curiosity. Please proceed. According to the Divination Commission's classification, they are energy parasites from the cosmos itself. They are starfire essence that materialize in the form of strange fire. Metaphorically speaking, they are like moths to a flame, but that flame is the thoughts of sentient beings. Yes, they attach themselves to sentient beings, feeding off their host's experiences and emotions. A heliobus will slowly take root in its host's nervous system, using their deepest desires and weaknesses to create wild delusions. They manipulate their host like a chess piece. The host has no choice but to obey the heliobus, so we refer to it as possession. By that point, the host is no longer who they once were, but a heliobus both similar to and completely different from their past self. The host's body will soon be exhausted by the heliobus, like burnt firewood.
Dangerous? Oh, you don't know the half of it. The other heliobi are nothing compared to me.
Tail was subdued and sealed in my tail by Madame Hanya. He won't harm others. Regrettably, heliobi are not flesh and blood, and so they are difficult to destroy. Before the restoration of the creation furnace,
The Ten Lords Commission plans to set up an evil binding matrix in this abandoned garden to imprison these abominations. As you can see, the evil binding matrix has not yet been completed, and not all the escaped heliobi have been recovered. This area is still very dangerous. I will ask Judge Huohua to escort you out of the garden.
Not all the escaped heliobi have been recovered. So that means the other supernatural stuff that's been happening on the Law Fu might be related? Your Honor, I have loads of info sources. Maybe I can help you.
Unnecessary. Those not involved should leave now. Go.
Excuse me. We should go.
This place is dangerous. You should leave at once.
Fixtral Garden is full of abnormalities. Even the Ten Lords Commission cannot guarantee your safety. I suggest you leave immediately.
Ghosts? Heliobi? Possession? That was a big info dump. My brain is still loading. Oh, it all sounds more like an urban myth than a ghost story. Energy parasite sounds more cool than scary, don't you think? Yeah, I guess so. I still feel like my audience will see them as ghosts, to be honest. I've got loads more questions, but my curiosity is satisfied for now. We better leave before the judges decide to arrest us. I'm gonna see if I can get a video of Mr. Tail on the way back. I've already got the title. Demonic fire suddenly appears in Fixtral Garden. Innocent Foxian girl possessed. What do you think? That gets so many views. Can you give me a hand? True. But I'd probably only do a few decades. Let's go.
Excuse me, can we go now? Yes, he's trapped in my tail, so...
Trapped? For now? Sooner or later I'll find a way to make you break the seal.
You think I like spending time with you? Shall we go? Let's go. Let's go this way. It's quicker.
Miss Hua, can we have Mr. Tail come out for a photo?
Miss Guinevere, I'm on official duty right now. It's so quiet. It's getting scarier and scarier. Please stay close to me.
Did you hear that?
What was that sound?
It's a ghost!
What's happening? Tail, is it another heliobus?
It's nothing, you scaredy cat. I didn't see a single thing.
Wait a minute. Where did Miss Guinevere go? Miss Guinevere! Did we lose her? We need to find Miss Guinevere first. Stay close to me, please. Oh no! We have to find Miss Guinevere.
You should consider your own safety first.
Is it me? Or is this place starting to feel weirder and weirder? Oh, I'm scared. Can you stay close to me? I don't want to lose you too. We need to find Miss Guinevere first. Stay close to me, please.
Guinevere? Where are you? Hua, stay close. Hua? Oh, no. Where did she go? Is this a mirror? It looks a little creepy. Huh? Hi. Where am I? Is this Fixtrol Garden? But it looks different somehow. I should keep moving. What's going on? I looped back again? I need to look closely around this place again. Maybe I can break out of the cycle. It seems like the paths here are being twisted by some sort of illusion. I need to look closely around this place again. Maybe I can break out of the cycle. What's going on? I looped back again? I need to look closely around this place again. Maybe I can break out of the cycle. Wasn't I just here a moment ago?
You've noticed it, no? All roads are but puzzles in this place. You have a strange scent on you. You must be. I have heard the whispers of the leaves that fall in Fixtral Garden. The flames weep and profess to me that a powerful mortal approaches. They carry the scent of a great battle, with none other than Ventilia. You are the one who drove Ventilia away. What power! Your presence alone is delicious enough to make one tremble. Let me taste you, please. One bite, just one bite. I can't wait to savor you.
These are no ordinary Ingenia.
Of course not. They are mere pawns dancing to my whim. Crush them! Smash them to pieces! What a peppery fighting spirit! Such an addictive flavor!
Rules are made to be broken.
Let me see. The one who defeated Ventilia. I wonder what they taste like. You fought well. You were fighting for your survival after all. I'll take that as my invitation to inhabit you for a while. Oh, my delicious host. You taste so special. Different from anyone else I've ever possessed. But what is this at your core? Sun? It burns! You can call me Ceres. Ask for what I want. Rest assured, I only want to leave this place. I have no desire to harm you. Allow me to explain what's happening. The Xianzhou natives call it a ghost lock. You're walking in a circle, and no amount of walking will get you out of it. So, I'm going to help you break free of the circle that Furinox created. And you're going to help me evade the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. It's a win-win! How does that sound? You must have figured out that I'm not the master of this place. It was created by another Heliobus named Furinox. Unfortunately, I'm the only one who can help you escape from here. You mean the talismans left behind by little lost fox judge? Those won't help you. Now that I'm possessing you, I can make you see things that you couldn't see before. Good. I'm glad we understand each other. As a courtesy, I shall leave you intact, for the time being. As soon as I get what I want, I'll be gone. Now, go and look at those talismans again. The paper dolls. You'll know where to go. Go. Find all those clues your judge friend left behind. Find the talismans. You can trust me. I want to leave this place too. We are useful to each other. In any case, it doesn't matter if you don't trust me. It's not like you can be rid of me. Hey, use your eyes. I made the talismans float. Pay attention. Do you understand? This story of the supernatural is in the illusory maze for a reason. It contains the clue to help us get out of here. Come back and read it again if you need to.
The door will not open without the proper courtesies. Return from where you came, visitors. The door will not open without the proper courtesies. Return from where you came, visitors. The courtesies have been performed. Enter, O honored guests.
It seems like we're ready. Now we just have to get out. See? I told you I'd help you. The way out is straight ahead. Stop. Do you remember our deal? You need to help me evade capture. That judge? I can taste her fear from miles away. That coward has no right calling herself a judge. But that thing attached to her is the tricky part. That's something I don't wish to face. Forget about the judge. Just get us both out of here. It's you! I finally found another living soul! I'm so happy! I thought I was gonna be stuck here forever. I'm so happy to see you. Have you seen Miss Gwaynifin? I still haven't found her. Is she gonna be okay?
Give it up. Gwaynifin was probably eaten by the Heliobi already.
Huh? How can that be? If that could happen to someone as lively as Miss Gwaynifin, that means I'm in even more danger. Why don't you take a guess? You can find the way out, right? Please take me with you.
Oh, not this again. You're a judge of the Ten Lords Commission. Why are you always begging others for help?
You know I'm not cut out to be a judge. I thought maybe if I worked long enough in the Ten Lords Commission, I'd get braver. But now, I know it's impossible.
Useless brat. Why was I sealed in with someone like you?
You talk tough all day long, then let both of us get stuck in a trap. Who's the useless brat now?
There's no point in following me. I'm leaving, and you're not coming with me. Goodbye.
No! Please don't leave! Wait, please! Beast? From a taxonomic perspective, I believe you're closer to that definition.
The Ten Lords Commission needs to overhaul their hiring criteria. How did someone as useless as you ever become a judge?
Hey, cut it out! I'm the only one around here who gets to tell this kid off. Me and those other judges. Got that? Wait. Hold on. I smell something familiar. Cirrus, it's you. Still a fan of your pathetic ventriloquist act, I see.
This is funny! This is just too funny. I thought you'd already escaped the furnace's destiny of torture. Who would have thought that a piece of Ignomar the Great, the fragment with the most fight in it, would become a guard dog sealed inside a crybaby? Oh, forgive me. Did I say guard dog? No. That won't do. You're just a guard dog's tail, right? Just a tail. A tail. A tail!
Laugh while you can, coward. I'm gonna swallow you whole the second you leave that girl's body.
Terrifying! The joke's on you. You couldn't leave that judge's body if you tried. You can't eat her, let alone escape from her. Mr. Tail, you're pathetic.
Darn it. Think of something, you wimp.
Oh, Miss Trailblazer, take this talisman and stick it to your body. It'll temporarily suppress the Heliobus's influence.
nice to Hua. Her crying is like a mosquito in my ear.
Oh, what a feast! Human emotions are simply delicious. Your sorrowful tears are like bottles of potent wine. Does the Xianzhou sail through the cosmos? For a heliobus that enjoys provoking your weak human sentiments, I can assure you there is nothing more amusing. Now, don't forget about our deal. I will leave only once I've got what I wanted. Of course. Surely you don't think I've left you just because you can see me. So naive.
Cirrus talks nothing but nonsense. But even so, Hua has a sensitive heart. You, go say something nice to the girl. Keep dreaming. I have nothing nice to say to anyone. Roam free? Is that what you call this? This is as far as I can get from her. You think I'd be here playing house with you numbskulls if I could fly away?
It's not your fault. It was that bad heliobus making us fight. Someone as nice as you wouldn't say such mean things. Only a possession would make you act like that. Still, what the heliobus said was true. I've always been shy and scared. My life's been a nightmare ever since Tail possessed me. When I was at school, people were always asking why my tail was on fire. Everywhere I went, people would notice.
Oh, so it's all my fault. If you just let me devour you at the start, I could have spared you the trouble.
Then I got into the Ten Lords Commission. Everyone there is weird, so I thought I'd found somewhere I belonged. But the job is too dangerous. I have to fight demons and ghosts and bad guys every day. I'm just not cut out for it. If I make it back alive, I'm handing in my resignation. Who thought making a heliophobe with a heliobus in her tail hunt heliobi was a good idea? I'm sorry. I've been so useless. I'm glad it helped.
You hear that? Stop crying! You're useful! And your paper dolls are useful too. Oh, I've had enough of this! As soon as I swallow that coward Cirrus, I'm gonna devour this little crybaby too!
What a pity that Mr. Tail is nothing like he used to be. If we still had our old power, we could forget about this maze and devour its creator, Furynox. Your old power? Well, Mr. Tail, seems she knows nothing about your past. Little Missy, do you know why the heliobi are gathered in this abandoned garden instead of seizing human habitations? Team building? Because over 1,000 years ago, This very garden was the site of an epic battle between the general of the Luofu and the great Heliobus Ignimar. Now that the furnace is broken and the Heliobi have escaped, fragments like us, who once constituted Ignimar the Whole, have returned here with the desire to challenge the general again. The battle between the general and Ignimar was an earth-shaking contest of devastating proportions. Ignimar underwent countless transformations, causing floods, fires, and thunderous landslides. They were locked in a standoff. An evenly matched fight.
Evenly matched? Really?
The general who fought for the Luofu against the Heliobus was named Tang Xiao.
The Ten Lords Commission records say that Ignimar was soundly defeated by General Tang Xiao.
Of course the human records would flatter their general. The great Ignimar absorbed the power of countless fellow Heliobi, but ultimately underestimated human deceit. They were narrowly defeated by the general. We Heliobi could never condense into physical form after that battle. We scattered into fragments and were sealed into the creation furnace. But there's an exception to everything. Mr. Tail, I thought you'd escaped to freedom. Who could have guessed you'd be sealed in this tiny Foxian girl? Humiliating.
Sealed my foot? My power was weak when I ran into this fox child. It was bad luck, nothing more.
When I was littler, I saw a ball of fire that looked like it was about to turn to embers. I felt sorry for it, so I picked it up and put it on my tail. And then... Mr. Tail tried to eat me! If the judges hadn't arrived, it would have been over!
Bah, I did no such thing! You're barely big enough to be an appetizer!
All the pain I've suffered since I met you must be retribution for my stupidity back then!
Hilarious! It's a pity Mr. Tail didn't devour you. He might have recovered his power and turned the Xianzhou upside down, just like Ignimar did. Grudge? How shallow. If you must know the forces behind our actions, there's a pinch of envy. Envy towards the potent emotions you corporeal beings have. Then there's a dash of aggression. The desire to see whether the Heliobi or bodies of flesh and blood are stronger. Lastly, there's a drizzle of desire. We desire to possess your physical bodies, so we can eat, kill, love, and hate. We Heliobi were carefree life forms, but were tainted with the illness of humanity once we came into contact with it. It's humanity's fault for having such intense emotions and desires. Now we can never return to the purity of our past. I want to be free again. I want to return to the cosmos. Mr. Tail, you don't want to regroup with the fragments? You don't want to be her tail forever? Why don't you return with me to the great beyond?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Cirrus.
That's impossible. Mr. Tail was sealed by the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. He can't escape, and neither can you. Ah! The door just opened on its own!
Less screaming, more thinking. This is an opportunity, is it not? Let's go in and check it out.
There's a book of ghost stories here, just like before. Could it have anything to do with this puzzle?
The door will not open without the proper courtesies. Return from where you came, visitors.
I feel much safer with you. You here? Still feel like I'm gonna faint, though. May the Arbiter protect us!
The door will not open without the proper courtesies. Return from where you came, visitors. The courtesies have been performed. Enter, O honored guests.
Look! There's a mirror behind the door!
Didn't I see a similar mirror when I was dragged in?
That sound. This way.
What's going on? There's a voice in the mirror? That voice sounds familiar.
Are you in the mirror? I finally found you.
Madam Shrey?
Fixtral Garden has been enveloped by an unknown power. You must be careful.
We still haven't found Miss Gwainifin. I don't know where she went.
The task at hand is to save you from this illusion. Come, pass through the mirror and come to our side.
Are we above Fixtral Garden?
So many bronze mirrors. Could it be that...
You're right, girl. This place is changing. It's trying to stop us from escaping.
But one of these mirrors must contain the exit, right? Let's check them all.
The situation in Fixtral Garden is getting worse. Why have you not left? Is something the matter in there?
Over here. That Sounds like the real Madame Shui.
What? The real Madame Shui? Are there pretenders inside the illusion? I see. Do not be afraid. Huohua knows me well. She will be able to discern me from the counterfeits.
But what if I can't tell the difference?
You must trust yourself. Come.
But...
The situation in Fixtral Garden is
over here! That...
What? The real Madame... I see. Do not be afraid. Huohua knows me well. She will be able to discern me from the counterfeits.
But what if I can't tell the difference?
You must trust yourself. Come. Hurry, Huohua. Pass through the mirror and come to me.
Wait. I want to ask a few questions to see if you're the real person.
Hanya is my younger sister, but this alone cannot prove who I am. Ask me something else. By decree of the Ten Lords, Spiritfarer Huohua is skilled and diligent, capable and worthy of officialdom. She is hereby promoted to the position of judge. I still remember the decree for her promotion.
That's her! This has to be Madame Shui behind the mirror. So, we're gonna...
Mirrors again! What a surprise!
Look around us, Mr. Tail! I think we're at the edge of the illusion!
Come here, Huohua. Come through the mirror.
I need to ask you some questions about myself first. So, we're gonna...
Come here, Huohua. Come through the mirror.
I need to ask you some questions about myself first. So, we're gonna...
Hurry, Huohua. This should be the last mirror.
I need to ask you some questions about myself first. So, we're gonna... I'm not the best judge of things, but these mirrors...
Not a single one is the real thing!
None of them show Madame Shui as I know her to be.
That puppet judge never respected me, but she also never let her guard down.
I've spent a long time working with Madame Shui. She's always known that I'm scared and timid, but she never told me off.
The Ten Lords Commission never cared a wink about your frail constitution. You're the only one who makes a big deal about it. And as long as you don't drag me down, I don't really care how much of a coward you are either.
Tail?
Hey! Get away from me! What do you know? And what are we even talking about? We need to focus!
The illusion wants to keep us in, but it can't possibly keep expanding its borders forever. I think there's gotta be a fourth mirror somewhere. I think there's a mirror on that floating island. But it's a bit far. Oh, could I crawl my way there?
Quits? Ha! I didn't think you'd be able to. All these years and you finally started to grow up a bit.
Hurry, Huahua. This should be the last mirror.
I don't want to go back the way we came, but I need to ask some questions about myself to make sure.
Everyone is different. A judge is not a soldier, and they need more than just courage. It is the decree of the Ten Lords for Huahua to be elevated to a judge. There must be some meaning in it.
Just what do those old fogies see in this coward?
Let's go! This is the right mirror! Are we back in Fixtral Garden?
You have returned safely. It seems the Ten Lords' commission is not down on our luck today.
Madam Shrey, I'm so happy to see you're all right!
Did you encounter anything strange on your way here?
No wonder she's a judge. Very perceptive.
I understand. This isn't the time to deal with Cirrus. Fixtral Garden has been dragged into a powerful illusion by an even mightier heliobus, and the Spiritfarers who went to suppress it have lost contact with me. Huahua, if both Hanya and I are unable to suppress that demon, then you will have to defeat it.
I won't be able to do it! I'm not as powerful as you two! I always run and hide before a battle.
Do not underestimate yourself. A heliobus cannot possess a body that is already possessed by another heliobus. Such is your absolute advantage as a judge. Correct. However, Huahua has had many more years of training and is more experienced in fighting heliobi than you. That is why the Ten Lords Commission is not down on our luck today. We're lucky that you have all returned at this opportune time.
You hear that, scaredy cat? You're the ace of the Ten Lords Commission!
The heliobi are aggressive beings, but they cannot shake their desire for a flesh and blood body. And yet, during the 38 years you have worked for the Ten Lords, you have been constantly able to suppress the monster within your tail and maintain your personality. You are already a fitting judge. Be confident. On that point, none of the other judges can surpass you.
Suppress the monster. Oh, but I don't think I've ever had to suppress Tail. I guess we're more like... friends?
Friends? Ugh! I don't make friends with food!
Mr. Tail, puny fragments like us were deprived of Ignimar's power long ago. If a little girl can subdue us, then perhaps it's time for some humility.
Shut your trap!
Though Fury Nox is powerful, we have a chance of suppressing them if we can break them into multiple fragments.
You have a sound plan, Your Honor. And since the stage is set, allow me to offer my assistance. Let's find somewhere more open first. Like Swallow Song Pavilion over there.
Let's go.
You've heard the story of Ignamar and the Great Heliobus's glorious fight against the General. They were an entity born of many Heliobi fusing together. But Heliobi are gradually tainted by the emotions and desires of those we possess. We tend to spite each other and don't like to fuse together. It's like having multiple personalities inside a single head. It leads to infighting. A powerful Heliobus like Ignamar or Furinox might be able to swallow a lesser Heliobus and placate them for a while. But this internal balance is easily broken when exposed to external forces. Just like how we were torn apart and reborn after Ignamar fought the General.
Therefore, this might be the way to defeat Furinox. We can cause them to break apart and reduce their power. Then, the Ten Lords Commission can use their sacred vessels to seal up all of Furinox's fragments. I have a question. Why are you betraying your own kin? Why would you help the Xianzhou when we have sealed you for so long?
Why? Must Heliobi always have a reason for their behavior? Perhaps I don't want Furinox to devour me. Perhaps I dislike idiots who use force and nothing else. Perhaps I wish to fight the General myself. Or maybe I just want to do a favor for the Ten Lords Commission that will ensure I can leave here in one piece.
Judges of the Ten Lords Commission always keep our promises. If you can truly deal with the problem at hand, I will ask for your freedom from the Ten Lords. However, I cannot guarantee the outcome of the appeal.
How conventional. Fine, I accept. But you better keep your promise, puppet. Me and Furinox were furnace mates. I know them well. They are powerful, but as naive as a child, and obsessed with victory. I only need to say 3 things to incite them. Hey, I'll need your body for a while longer.
Furinox! Furinox! Before you duel the General, why don't you fight me?
Serious? What makes you worth my time, weakling? I've turned this garden into my territory and made the dogs of the Ten Lords my puppets. As soon as the General arrives, the Heliobi will have a rematch. Why should I fight my own at this crucial moment?
That group of amateurs you've put together? They are nothing compared to me. I have already obtained the most wonderful pawn for myself. A piece that once expelled Phantilia.
Phantilia? Phantilia! I remember. What a wonderful host. I want it.
Then send the Spiritfarers under your control to find me. If you can defeat this nameless I'm possessing, then you can swallow me up and let my strength aid you in your fight against the General. What do you say?
Deal. My pawns and I will show you no mercy!
See? Easy peasy.
Does that mean all the Spiritfarers out there have fallen? What a useless army!
Does that mean we'll be fighting our friends? Oh, do puppets feel empathy? Or do you not wish to defeat Furinox anymore? We Heliobi think of such matters as business transactions. As long as something can bring us victory, we will destroy everything. Even allies and kin. Make the decision. Furynox's pawns, your companions, must be destroyed.
Please come over here. I need to give you something. You two, take this before we fight Furynox. This is the Lunambra Gourd, a sacred vessel made by the Artisanship Commission. The Ten Lords Commission has made some changes to it to better suppress Heliobi. After you fight the puppets controlled by Furynox, make sure you seal their Heliobi fragments in here. Also, her time as a judge has been brief. She is still inexperienced. Apart from that, please also have mercy on the Spiritbearers that have fallen under Furynox's control.
Mr. Chael, we're gonna fight some really dangerous enemies now. Please lend me your strength too!
Oh, sounds like someone finally learned to talk tough. I would have believed you if your legs weren't shaking so much.
Don't point that out! It took me a lot of effort to be this brave. All this time I've just been hiding behind Miss Trailblazer. I'm such a bad judge. Madame Straight-E said those possessed by a Heliobus can't get possessed again. I'm the only person who can help everyone.
Exactly! You're welcome, by the way. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Huahua, though I am of Ingenium body, I too am feeling a sliver of fear.
Madame Straight-E, you're afraid too?
Faced with a demon that can manipulate life at will, of course I'm afraid. Afraid that I won't ever work with my sister again.
I guess if even you two are afraid, then I feel a little better now.
Let's go. I will find my own way to defeat the pawns possessed by Furynox. And before that foolish Heliobus has realized what's happening, I will suppress all of their fragments within the Lunambra Gourd.
So we'll need to activate the evil binding matrix, right?
Once my task is done, I will meet you at the Verdant Terrace and activate the evil binding matrix at its matrix core.
Okay. Furynox is so powerful, why would they allow themselves to break apart so easily? The stronger you are, the more you underestimate your enemies. Sometimes being weak and humble is the way to survive. Those are... Help me, Mr. Tail!
What happened to talking tough?
Stand still.
Let's be friends, shall we? Evil must be gone. I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Protect me! Protect me!
Stand down. Relax. You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Say bye to breathing. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
Leave it to me.
Fragments of Furinox have been sealed in the gourd. Thank the Arbiter.
Take your paper dolls out quickly! Do you remember the incantation?
Paper to might, carry this fight! Talisman of strength, evil's despite!
Relax.
Don't come any closer!
Fiends or devils! I'll crush them
May
all!
as well kill them all. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits! Fight is fun! Seize the moment! Yeah!
Stand still.
There are plenty of heliobi in the gourd now. Let's go and meet up with Madame Shrey. It's Madame Shrey and Miss Gwaynithan! Thank goodness she's all right. Whew, there are so many spiritfarers lying on the floor.
Trailblazer! Wawa! I'm so glad you're okay! I have defeated all the Spiritfarers controlled by Furinox. It was quite troublesome taking them down without doing any harm. How goes your task?
We're doing well! We've sealed most of Furynox's fragments.
Now, we shall seal the fragments absorbed by the Lunambra Gourd into the evil binding matrix. Once Furynox's power has been stripped, it will no longer be able to influence reality in Fixtral Garden.
This gourd is so pretty! Is this what they call a sacred vessel on the Xianzhou?
Miss Guinevere, please be careful. You might feel dizzy if you get too close to the Matrix.
It's okay, it's okay. This is my first time seeing the Ten Lords Commission's exercising tools up close.
What? Get her away from her!
Serious. It's serious. You won. You won. Don't leave us. Help us. Take us to restore Ignimar's glory together.
Thank you, your honors, for helping me clear so many obstacles and collect so many Heliobus fragments. I told you I'd leave your body, little pawn. Excellent. I will keep my promise. With this strength, I will be undefeatable! Let's go again, shall we?
I'm fine.
I can't do this!
Forward!
Give me strength! Let's be friends.
You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
May as well kill them all. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
Time to suffer.
This demon is quite troublesome.
Is everyone okay?
They've consumed too many heliobi. We died from exhaustion before we managed to weaken it.
And we've still got a chance, puppet. Sierra said it themselves. There's a fragile balance when heliobi fuse together. You know what to do, don't you, Hua?
But
But what? Aren't you gonna be living the life you've always wanted once I'm gone?
these pawns are no fun. Why don't you join in too, huh?
real fast. You've got me, haven't you? See you on the other side.
You wretch! What are you doing? Get out! Get out!
We're in trouble now.
You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Say bye to breathing. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Get out!
Hey, Cirrus! Why don't you try swallowing me, too, huh?
Are you insane? Why are you helping humans?
Why? You need a reason? How about this one? I'd rather help a human than a conniving simpleton like you.
I won't let Mr. Tail sacrifice himself in vain! Talismans on my command!
Stand down.
Stand still.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits! Fight as one!
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom. May as well kill them all.
Let's begin.
Relax. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Unscathed. Time to suffer. Suppress. We will come. Subdue.
Say bye to breathing.
You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. Stand down.
Stand still.
I won't let Mr. Tail sacrifice himself in vain! Raise your spirit! Fight as one!
May as well. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Component damage. Component damage.
Let's be friends.
Relax.
Leave it to me.
Component damage. Complete raise.
Talismans on my command! Welcome, customers.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Stand still.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits! Fight as one!
Suppress. Caution me. By the 10 lords.
Good times never last. Time to say bye.
Damage.
Boom.
Unscathed.
I wonder how Hua is doing. I should check up on her.
Am I? If I were stronger, Mr. Tail wouldn't have had to sacrifice himself. It was because of him that I ended up in this terrible job. And I've thought so much about how much better my life would be if I never met him. But now that he's actually gone, I feel so empty inside. I really am useless. I've been looking forward to this day for so long, and now that it's here, I don't feel happy at all. Wait, you're right. Madame Shrei said that Heliobi are eternal flames that will never burn away. Mr. Tail, he must still be out there somewhere. Don't worry, Miss Trailblazer. I'm okay. I need to pull myself together and finish the job. Oh, the Ten Lords Commission contacted Miss Guinaifin's friend, Miss Sushang. I can't leave my post, so, could you let Miss Sushang know what happened? She'll be relieved.
The one possessing Hua seems to have disappeared. I don't know if I should be happy or sad for her. Never mind. I've never been good at figuring out emotions. Thank you for your assistance, Nameless. Reinforcements from the Ten Lords Commission will be here soon, and Guinaifin will be sent to an apothecary. It is only an artificial Ingenium body. I can swap into another one easily. Do not worry. Hanya returned to the Ten Lords Commission after you left. She's coming with the reinforcements as we speak. No, the demon lives on. They even possessed a young spiritfarer under my command. As starfire essences, the Heliobi will never die. The records in the Ten Lords Commission's evil-binding tomes were all real. Cirrus lost most of their power and poses no danger for the time being, but they will remain a threat for as long as they exist. Thankfully, the Ten Lords Commission had prepared other sacred vessels to suppress the Heliobi. We will construct a matrix all over this abandoned garden and seal the Heliobi within. The Xianzhou will live to see another day. We can leave the rest to the Ten Lords Commission from here. Even I feel like I need a rest.
Don't even think about sealing me in the Matrix! You wretched fools! Tail, the judges, you, one day... One day, sooner or later, I'll tear you all to pieces! I'll crunch your bones to dust, sap every drop of your strength, and spit you out into the dirt where you belong! Already forgetting me? Ugh, your human tongues are no less poisonous than ours. Kid? As a spiritfarer, he's already experienced more than you could in a lifetime. For as long as I'm sealed in the Matrix, I will inhabit this body. The judges can stake as many talismans and pour as much enchanted water on this flesh as they'd like. I don't care. As long as they want to save their own, I still have a bargaining chip. There are many, little pawn. I will exist forever. I
have lived for countless years. I existed before the Alliance was even an idea. And once the Alliance is turned to dust, I will continue to exist for countless more Amber eras. I can wait. I'll wait for humans to let their guard down. I'll wait till the matrix drawn over Fictional Garden collapses. Time and opportunity will always be on my side. We will meet again. I wasn't the only Heliobus to escape when the creation furnace was destroyed. There are more of us than the mere few in Fictional Garden. Where are they now? And what will they do to the Luofu? I look forward to seeing how the Ten Lords Commission responds in the coming days.